any of the cases. If it's very much like you don't have any option, then only you use select, because select is like doesn't comes in your best practices for anything. So try to avoid use select whenever you are coming across. But yeah, in some of the scenario, if there is no other possibility, you can go with select. But definitely there are ways where you can just change your select statement to the lookup based on creating some mapping module and just mapping in that in input mapping module. So you can do that. So currently here to your answer, it will be lookup only. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
You are welcome. So second one, now we were talking about something related to sum. If you want some, first thing, your sum will be only happening corresponding to your numbers only, right? It is not going to be for any of the list member. So if you were aware, just to know, if you are aware, just that point also, like sum is only going to work for the numbers. You can answer straightforward like, yeah, this is going to be lookup only if I am asking between sum and lookup only, because sum only used to sum the number formatted line item. So we will take an example here. Again, now your honor one, I'm changing this scenario. Okay, I will change some other line item itself, otherwise you will confuse. So suppose I'm giving this as a MD, right? So suppose for this account, MD1 is responsible. Something related to, I will come Control D, okay, and follow all other MD2 is responsible. Right, now here you know who are the MD for account 1, 2, that is MD1. Who are the MD for account 3, 4, 5, that is MD2. Okay, then what I want now, some other module is there which is dimensioned by your MD. Module 3, I will say here, module 3. It is dimensioned by your MD. So suppose you are having multiple MDs, MD1 to MD5, whatever you take, MD1 to MD5, right? And if you are having, suppose, take the revenue corresponding to those MD. For example, previous year revenue achieved by these MDs, right? So suppose this MD achieved for your $100, MD2 achieved for $250, and sorry, I made mistake, but yeah, that's all. Here I will write 150, and again here MD1 will be there. This is not your dimension. I am just creating a module, just to think through like it is a module. Again, this is 150. Here also your MD2 is there. Suppose he is 500. Okay. Now, account 1. Here, suppose here, if you are expecting something to be summed up, right, corresponding to each MD, you want to you want to understand like what are all the sum for these values, right? Opportunity number, opportunity number for this. Let me reframe it because it might confuse you. I will make this as a opportunity number. Opportunity. I want opportunity here. It will not repeat actually. So copy 1, copy 2, copy 3. These are so corresponding to these accounts. Suppose these are all opportunity, right? And your target module is dimensioned by your opportunity only. Oh, sorry, source module. Now here you are having your each account also will be having this account 1, This opportunity belongs to account 2. Again, this opportunity belongs to account 1, and this belongs to account 3. This belongs to account 1. So, okay. Now, sorry, I made you a little bit confused, but now again I'm coming. So, module 3, what your module 3 data is having, right? So, your module 3 is dimensioned by your opportunity list. Okay. In that opportunity list, corresponding to each opportunity, you are having some revenue value, you can say, for each opportunity. Account can have some opportunity, right? Like how much that account can earn in that financial year, suppose. And those, so here in the source, this is your source module. Here, corresponding to each opportunity, you are having some revenue numbers, right? And this opportunity belongs to which account, that also you are already having. So these are all unique opportunities, but this opportunity also belongs to account 1. This opportunity also belongs to account 1, and this opportunity 3 also belongs to account 1. Opportunity 2 belongs to account 2, 4 belongs to account 3, right? Now you are expecting in your target module or reporting module, whatever, here you want to see uh, revenue. You want to see whether for account 1 what is going to be your revenue amount, right? You want to identify for account 1 what will be going to be the revenue. So how you are going to do that, right? This is your source module, this is your target module. Now you want this all revenue to be, for each account you want revenue to be populated with the help of this source module. So anyone, how you are going to do that? Or I'm not, if I'm not clear with like problem statement, please let me know. I will once again reiterate. Guys,
You can use some.
right, I can use some, but how, what will be my reference line item from this module 3?
Second column, account 1. You will
Account should
aggregate
be
account
your
1 values.
sum.
No, I'm not asking about mapping line item. I am asking what will be our reference line item or
That
source
will
line
be
item.
revenue.
Right, that will be your revenue.
Revenue definitely, but you have to do a sum on account. So
Yeah.
your formula should
Right.
be
Yes.
reference line item will be revenue, and then you draw sum on account. That's
Right,
what.
right. Mapping dimension will be your account. So what will happen if you will do in such that way? If you will refer your revenue, and it will, if you will summarize based on your account, right? So what it will do for account 1, if you will see 100 and 150 and 150, so altogether 400. So from for account 1, what will be going to be the output for 400, right? And what will be the output for your account 2? So account 2 is only 250, right? So 250 will come. And then what about account 3? There is 500. So 500 will come. And what about account 4 and 5? How, what value here it will show?
If there is no data, then it will be zero,
Zero.
definitely.
Zero.
Right. So because there is no data, it is going to come as a 0 only. So here, that if you will see what it is doing, here we are doing from many to one, right? Opportunity you are having multiple, but those are getting sum up and just getting accumulated as a one place. So like more values are there, and just coming to one field, it is going to give one consolidated value. So generally we used to call this as a many to one, what your sum is doing. But what lookup will do, it will be like one to many, right? So this is all about like sum and lookup, like just basic understanding. Any question here? Let me know. Any question and concern?
Hello, Kedar. Adam this side. I have one question related this sum and lookup. So, is it advisable to you if we use sum and lookup together in one formula, or like
No, no, it is never advisable. It
it's
actually, yeah, that is going to impact your performance drastically. In terms
yeah,
of performance, if you will go
Kedar,
in
your
an
voice is breaking up. I'm
yeah,
sorry to interrupt you.
yeah.
Your voice is breaking up in between.
Okay, okay. Now is it fine?
It just goes
No.
down and it comes back up again. So there are parts that we miss.
Oh, sorry. Let me come in my
I hope that
headphone.
is with everyone and not just me, guys.
Yeah, yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
everyone. Shane.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for letting me know. Letting me know. How is it? No, actually,
Yeah, now it's better. Now it's better.
okay, okay.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, please carry on.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Thanks for letting me know. Otherwise, I'm keep on talking, and that is not making any sense. So, okay, fine. So, to your question, Adam, actually, that is not advisable at all to use your sum and lookup together because it is going to impact the performance of the model drastically. Mm, the way it works, sum and lookup. So, it is advisable to create some system module in between or calculation module, you can say, just to change your sum and lookup together into a separate sum and lookup. You can get that the same result rather than using the sum lookup together. You can.
Yeah, but it will increase the size of model. Yeah, and
Exactly.
yeah, I have seen in the past, like there were a couple of comments they said it's not advisable use to sum and look up together, but in certain situation it's really challenging, to segregate this sum in different form, different module, and look up in different module. It will increase the size of the module.
Yeah, yeah, you are right. Definitely, it is going to increase the size of module if your dimension of the module is bigger. But if you will see in Anaplan, right, you will get a lot of such cases where if you want to follow their described practice or best practices, right, if you want to follow the planual, like whatever is there in the planual, if you want to follow their standardized thing, whatever written in the planual, definitely your model size is going to increase, not in
Yes.
this case, only in multiple case. So it is like that only, you cannot do anything there because ultimately if you want to follow the plan well, you are going to increase in the size. I have came across a lot of scenario in which they are saying no, don't use this way, you need to use this way, but definitely that is going to impact our sizing. So there we cannot do actually anything, we are going to increase the size of model.
So in some certain situation we can use, but in like extreme cases, but I
Yeah.
advisable it separately use. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. If your module, if your list dimension size is small, okay, it's not in million, I will say, then if you will even use together sum and lookup, it is not going to impact much in your performance. But definitely, if your source modules dimension size is very high, like your list members are in millions, right? Then definitely it is drastically going to impact in your performance side. Because how many more members will be there in the list, that many much more impact will be there in your performance, because it need to recalculate every time for each member, right? So that's the like logic behind that.
Okay, so better is capture the scenario in system module and then do the calculation in system and then. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
Kedar.
yeah. If your list size is
Yeah,
bigger, go with the system. Yeah.
Kedar, sorry, this is Damanjit. One more leading question here. So, if
Hmm?
you're saying that it will affect the performance and the size, so
Hmm?
if the number of line items affected are not that significant, so
Hmm?
can it be used?
Actually, I'm coming on not the number of line item. That's even that's not the reason, or that's not the point to look the number of line item particularly. First, you need to look the list size where you are using sum and lookup together, right? What is the
Okay,
size of that particular list? If that list which you are using in that particular module where you want sum and lookup together, if that list is small, then you can go ahead. That's fine, but if your list size is very much bigger, you are having the members in millions, then never use that, right?
okay.
Because each member he need to calculate again and again.
Yeah, yes, yes, yes. Got it. Yes, thanks.
Welcome. So okay, so that's fine. Any other question on this sum and lookup, or we should be moving ahead?
I think it's good, Kedar.
Okay, okay, fine. So I will go to some other questions where there I will not take that much time now because this was the main thing I wanted to like press. But yeah, now anyone can just let me know what is ALM. ALM means application
I think it
lifecycle.
stands for life cycle management or something like that.
Right, right, right. So here, like what we used to do, we used to create a revision tag and just
Yes, exactly. You have a development model, you have a production model, and then any changes that you do to your structural data in the development model, you create a revision tag and you push that through to production.
yeah. And even now we will come to the workspace, right? Workspace and tenant. So what exactly tenant is and what how it is related to workspace? Can anyone come? Because if you are starting anywhere new project, right, these terms are going to come across you when you will be interacting with the client or their requirement, how they are going to procure your Anaplan. So they will be you need to let them know what exactly this tenant workspace and how they should be proceeding. So that's why I'm coming across this thing. So what exactly tenant is?
I think tenant would be the client where they are using workspace from the Anaplan. So, like AXA is one of the tenant of Anaplan, and whatever workspace they are using for different countries, I mean the size, that would be the workspace.
Right, right, exactly. So workspace is basically what where your model resides, right? Wherever your model,
Exactly.
that will be your workspace. And what will be your tenant? So tenant may consist of multiple workspace. So what exactly the tenant is? Tenant is the total allocated size for your particular organization or your customer, right? So suppose you have allocated for 700 GB, for example, as a tenant admin. So that 700 GB workspace can be segregated or can be divided into three workspace, four workspace based on the criteria. Like you can have one hyper model like 200 GB workspace. Other you can have 120, 130, 130 GB workspace. Like that, you can split that particular tenant total tenant workspace to the multiple workspace, right? So you can say like tenant is your parent and workspace are the child of that particular tenant parent, right? So and even workspace uh, in multiple organization they used to follow only the dev environment as a separate workspace, then your prod environment one separate workspace. Some of them used to follow the multiple, even dev will be there, test will be there, QA will be there, then prod will be there. So it varies organization to organization and their procurement, their ability or their what you can say, how much they want to spend in an plan. Based on that, how many spaces they workspace they want and how many different model they want in order to uh, push all your dev data to the production data. Or like in between they want test and QA also, or they directly want to test do the testing in the dev environment itself and just to push the prod. So it is like that. So might be for you guys also might be coming across this thing like your some of the client will be having only two workspaces, dev and prod only. Some of them will be having dev, test and prod, and even some of them will be having four, dev, test, Q and prod, right? So
Yeah,
this is your
absolutely.
yeah, so this is all about like tenant and workspaces. So this is also one of the good thing like what DCA selective access and model role is all about. Mainly this is related to your I will say like security or model security or the level of access which you are granting to end user. But what is the difference between these terms, DCA, dynamic cell access, selective access, model role? Anyone can come forward and just describe.
Yeah, in dynamic access, it would have multiple logics in which I mean the rules of who can access in what sense would be given. Selective access would be very limited, and the model role would be only for the model builders.
Active access is
So
for
yeah,
basically for users, not by role. And DCA is like we can give a person a couple of like read write. We can give it that together. And model role is like we can change in the models.
Right, right. It is, yeah, you are 60-70% there. Yeah, that's make more sense. So anyone else want to, you all will be aware already what is worksheet board, right? That is your UX page related thing. worksheet is mainly when you interact much with the data set, then generally we used to use that worksheet, and some features are there in the worksheet, like you have some additional link in the site. So I will not go much in detail currently in this worksheet and board. You will be already. Anyone can tell me what is the time ranges?
Time range is where in certain modules or that you're building, you want to deviate from your base time dimensionality of the entire model. So, for example, your model can have, say, 6 years as your time dimensionality, but say you're just building something which needs to only use current year as data, from a data perspective. So you can create a time range which deviates from your base time dimensionality, and when you use that, obviously the size of the module also goes much lower.
Okay. So how it will reduce your size of the module?
So if I'm building a module which is going to report, say, um, revenue of a year, for example, that's what I want the module to do. If I'm going to use my basic module time dimensionality, it includes 6 years, right? So it's going to take 6 years into consideration when I'm building it that way. Whereas if I just want one single year, I can create a time range saying this is my current year. And if I'm using that time range, then it is just going to include 1 year or the current year, basically, instead of the 5 years of my time dimensionality.
Exactly. And how, if I will say, uh, then what is the sparsity in the model?
Sparsity is basically, so it's an opposite of dense. So wherever you don't have data, okay. So your module dimensionality has got, say, multiple lists which you're adding. So say it's got an account or a GL list. It has got time dimensionality and it has got multiple lists. So whatever is the data, wherever this grid combination has got a data is what is dense, and wherever there is no data, that is sparsity, basically, to give it in a simple term.
Yeah, yeah, you are exactly correct. Yeah. So why I was mentioning here only, right? You already explained like our model size will be controlled and it will be reduced if we
Yes.
will ranges. So suppose if you have used your the model calendar scale itself, right? Whatever your model calendar is there in place of time ranges, you have used that only, and you are having all the 6 year. But here you will populate only 1 year data, right? Because you
Yes.
need, so all 5 year data wherever cells are there, that will be sparse, right? You will not be having any data. So that will become your sparse module, and unnecessary it will be occupying your space. So you are correct. Like that is your model sparsity, right? So yeah, that's fine. Now, what next? List subset. I believe you will all will be already knowing. What is list subset? Can anyone come?
Guys, someone?
If there is a bigger list and we want to use a section of it, we can create a subset and use it for recalculation and other purposes.
Okay, so where it helps? If we have created subset, then what is the benefit of it?
So it will calculate faster, and if you're using it a new model, maybe the space will also be little less than the original.
Sparsity as well as lower.
Yeah, mostly in where you want to restrict the usage of dimension. So in that case, you use subset. So wherever it is required, you can use that in that particular module. I mean to say the list. Yeah, that's the subset list subset.
Yeah, right. So if you will say, yeah, altogether it's like even decreasing your sparsity because certain members don't applies to that particular module which you are already building, right? Only some you are required to have interact with only some particular members of the list, not the all members. So ultimately, it is reducing your space. It is removing your sparsity of model. So ultimately, it will even increase the performance of model, right? So yeah, altogether that's fine. And what's actually plans and what is disco? What is plan stand for?
It's performance, logical, uh, auditable, necessary, and I can't remember for S. I just know
Sustainable.
the plan.
Sustainable.
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 Right. So they used to say you use or follow the plans. What it will help if you are following their plans as a standard whenever you are building any model, because in Anaplan the same thing can be done in, I will say, in 100 different way. But if you are following this and you are building the model by following your plans standard, then definitely that is going to help you going forward, although the result might be coming same when you are doing the same thing 100 different way. So how, why it is important, how it will help this plan?
I think these are some of the best practices that Anaplan has recommended, which helps you in optimizing the way you're doing your build. It helps with your calculation. I forgot the word. It helps you in optimizing basically, and also the calculations are much quicker if you follow those recommended steps.
Yeah,
Adding to that, plus so maintenance will be easy, and in case if there is any changes is required, we can easily track, and we can make the changes easy in easy way.
yeah, definitely. So even if you want to have some enhancement, that will be easier. If you want some maintenance, you are saying, then that will be optimization of model will be easier. So like it will help in your performance also. And then definitely all whatever terms are there, like logical, auditable, necessity, sustainable, so each terms are contributing in some way, what it means, right? So what is exactly the disco?
It's data input, system
System.
System,
calculation and
Calculation
output.
and output.
calculation, and output.
So
Yeah.
actually, what it does, it shows the how model will work and like how the data will flow from between models or like from data source to other different models.
Right. So should we follow disco, or we can violate that?
Um, we should follow because I think it's a best practice. It's a proper methodology to follow the process. Actually, if anything goes wrong between the models, so we can easily check and we can make changes according to the requirements.
Right. So even in the some of the cases, it will get violated, I will say. It's not like 100% necessary that in all the models you will be able to follow it completely. But yeah, definitely up to what extent you can follow, you should follow. But yeah, in the many cases you will see what exactly they are telling, like data module will be there, right? Then your input module, then your system, then calculation, then output. So they have created some flow, like your data should flow in this unidirectional or bidirectional. But yeah, definitely they will say like your output module data should not flow back to your data module or input module, or even in calculation module your output module should be output module, right? Your reporting module data should not flow back. But you will be getting some scenarios where you will be compelled to do that. Some changes is happening in your reporting module, output module, and that you want to refer it back somewhere for some other calculation. So there you will not be able to like make you restrict, so that you will be 100% in the shape to follow the disco. So that scenario will also be there. But yeah, definitely we should follow as much as we can for disco, right? So this is like just flow of your data between the multiple types of modules, right? So we are good with the basics, I will say. So although I don't see like all of the guys are interacting, but I believe everyone is understanding and getting an idea. Like, because these all might be, I believe all this will be already there in your level 1 and level 2, which you have already covered. So that's fine. Just I wanted to once again brush up, and if there is any gaps in between there, so we can go through and just try to have increase our understanding on the same. So anyone have any questions still now from all these things, then let me know. Otherwise, we can proceed for the next. So I will take your answer as you all are good. Okay. So next, what is there? Now we will go towards our level 3, right? This was just the refresher. So mainly, what is your level 3 model building? what exactly you are going to do in your level 3 model building. So I want to give you idea on that front. So throughout this project, what your role will be going to be there, right? So actually what level 3 model building certification gives you in person, right? Once you have done with your level 3 model building, you get certified, you are eligible to apply for your solution architect certification. So you are going to be architect in Anaplan once you are done with level 3. So it is that level of course. So if you are good with your level 3, means you are an architect, you can say that. If you are good and you are able to develop that level 3 in your own, then you are at architect level, and definitely you can apply and you can get later on your architect certificate also after level 3 is done. So what role you will be playing in this level 3, right? So you will be working as a solution architect itself, because Anaplan is going to give you solution architect certificate, right? So they are trying to see whether you are at that level or not. So this will be your complete one project implementation itself. In level 1 and level 2 already, that was one two use case scenario. One was, I believe, financial planning, and your level 2 was your data hub and supply chain planning. Now in level 3, that will be extended for the same company, unicorn candy company. We are doing this all build activities. So now again in level 3, that unicorn candy company is going to extend their Anaplan practices, and they want to do their sales planning in sales planning also in Anaplan. So that you are going to lead that. You are going to be worked as an architect in this level 3 model building, right? And you will be playing as a solution architect as well as model builder also, because you are only going to build also, not only you are going to design. So uh, so if you will see here, I have written like it is going to simulate you real life project experience, how actually model used to get built from end to end, from like of phase, then your requirement gathering, all the and user interaction, then how you will plan, then how you will finally start user story writing will be there, then how you will build all those user story, right? So these are all things you will going to experience in this level 3 model building. Then if you will see here, the time, effort and detail that you put in this model design will greatly impact how easily and effectively you can build a model, right? So how much more effort you are going to put here, and how much time you are going to put here, definitely that is going to make you enhance that much in terms of like model building or design capability in the Anaplan. So that's completely up to you how much more effort you can. So what I will be expecting here in the level 3 throughout the course, right? I will be expecting answers to be coming from you guys. I am not going to tell you straight away like, yeah, this formula is required to be written, this is the requirement, you write this and this will be done. So it will not be like that. I will be expecting you guys to understand and come from your side, like, yeah, this should be the build going forward. But yeah, definitely if you will not be able to do that, you will not be able to get that, I will be helping you out on doing that. But I will keep on pointing in the same way, I will keep on trying you, that answer should come from you only, because then only your learning will be much more. If I will be straight away telling you, you will not be going to learn much more. So your effort is very much required here, okay? As much as mine, even I will say more than mine, it is required from your side, okay? So this is all about level 3 model building, what we are going to do in level 3 model building. Okay, so before you start level 3, these are the prerequisite. Okay, and these maximum thing, whatever I am showcasing you, right? Everything will be there already in your level 3. So first thing I want to understand, have you guys already enrolled yourself in the Anaplan community for level 3 course? Uh, So first step is that one. Then you will be able to follow. Although this PPT is fine, but definitely first I want to check whether you have done, or if not, you do that. Even this link could directly make you reach here, I believe. Otherwise, just you can directly log in and just you can go to the course catalog. And once you So please let me know once you are there. At least I can let you guide up to enroll and then started up with. So once you are there, you can just go to the course catalog and you will be able to see this screen. Are you able to get this, guys? Then I can let you know the next step.
Can someone please reply?
The page is loading.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's loaded. I think.
Okay. Then once it is loaded, under the course catalog, you just search level 3. Anyone facing any problem, please come forward and let me know. Like I'm not able to reach there or anything, whatever. Don't be keep quiet. Just let us know if you are facing any issue. So in level 3, once you will search, you will get all these level 3 related sprint. It is coming green because I have already done. For you guys, it will come like this. Level 3 model building in a white color only. Just click on anyone like in the introduction itself.
Okay.
You will be able to see all this, I will say a hierarchy or chapter. Level 3 model building introduction, then process flow, then schema design sprint 1, 2, and 3 model building, then exam. Just reach to this screen, then let me know. If you are able to reach, if you are, anyone is facing any difficulty, then also let me know. Even before this step, I believe you need to just enroll because I have already, so it is reaching here. But for you, it will ask you to enroll for level 3 course. Just tick mark that enroll and click on the enroll. Automatically,
Yeah,
it will be.
exactly.
Everyone is on
Different.
the screen. Anyone who's not
Yeah.
on the screen, please highlight.
Yeah. Let me know if you are facing any problem. We can take their case individually.
Yeah,
Santosh,
trying to log in.
Krishna.
Reached the same page.
Yes, you logged in. Logged in.
Okay, Shashank, Rohit. Guys, please confirm quickly.
Yes, I'm
Yeah,
reached the
done.
same page.
Done.
Login.
So can I say no one has any issues? Priyanka?
No, I'm still logging
No
in.
issue.
Okay, good.
So once you are there, just enroll it, and you will be able to reach this screen. And if you are already reached this screen, then if you will see introduction, right? So this will be your all introduction part. So before that, if you will click on your, because here what you need to do, if you are going through this course, right, you will not be able to access the next one till the time you have completed the previous one. So it will be like that at any in any of the chapter or any like you have already done in level 1 2, same thing will be applied here also. So if you will see here, before you begin, if you will click, you will be redirected to this, and they have written some the requisite that these things you should be uh, you should be meeting this criteria in order before going to this course. Otherwise, it will make a problem for you during the navigation of the courses. Then your first course will be Access Level 3 Model Building Introduction course content. So here already you will be getting, and you need to just enter it. So if anyone is not able to follow, if I am fast, just please stop me there itself. I don't want to waste your times. That's why I'm going a little bit quicker just to start the learning. So this is like whatever I have taken the gist of this, some of the chapters in our PPT, and just I was trying to explain you. Same thing you will get. You need to also go through all this level, this particular pages, or you within this chapter, and you need to complete and just proceed for the next step. It should be marked tick for every one of you when you once you are able to go through and complete it. So or how you want, you can get some time and you
Okay.
guys want.
No.
You don't need to go through each
Yeah.
line by line, let they can read self, but I would expect you to come out from this the key things, as a
Right,
summary. As a
right.
summary, you can explain to us. No need to go by line. It's not okay.
Sure,
But
sure.
guys, everyone has to go through this line by line for your information. Of course, Kedar will help us to give a what is the essence, or gist of this, some whatever this each page or whatever. So he will
Yeah,
give a overall some what is the outcome, what is the key things from us for us.
exactly. Yeah, you need to go through like completely whatever is written here. But yeah, that only actually I was trying here. Just whatever is the gist of that particular thing, I have just taken it out and just I was trying to explain you here. Okay, so
Kedar, just a suggestion. So, for example, within that, say you're going to cover point number 1, 2, and 3 in the next class. If you could let all of us know, I would ask these people to read through before, we join the session, because it will be much easier for all of us to connect then, whatever you're saying. So we can go, plan it that way as well, if it is okay with you.
Uh,
yeah,
that is good idea, but what, because of course we have one day in between, so I think they can refresh what they completed in the class as well. So that will give a
Yeah, so
thorough
today's session
base.
actually was just basics, Rati. So if
Yeah.
today we get to know what Kedar is going to pick up in the next class, I think it will be good for us to go through
Yeah.
and
So,
come.
but whatever the today's recording, if you put it, so everyone everyone is not that much understood today's, because they completed training L1, L2 long time back, or they haven't worked on some of the projects. So definitely they need some of the things to go through today's session as well. So go through the recording and ensure that is perfect, and you get a time. Of course, it is good to have to other the next sessions what we are going to cover it, but that is also good. But every day whatever covered we need to revise directly. If you coming then only learning from the class, that is the case, then it will definitely lead to a challenge. We have
right,
to
right.
revise.
Yeah,
So what
actually,
time permits, because okay, that all are working after this.
already access to this, right? So what exactly it is there wherever I am completing today? Suppose today I am completing here only 1.1 prerequisite. So you are having everything with you. You, if you want, you have some time, you can go through like what I'm going to take tomorrow. That will be just after this,
Yes.
wherever I will be completing. So you can have much more questions if you are coming by going through those. I can understand that that is going to be very much difficult and challenging for you if the classes is going to be on daily basis, because you need to perform or complete your daily duties also, whatever you are involved with. But yeah, if we are having one day of gap, definitely it is going to help you little bit. You
Yes.
can get some little bit time, and if you want to go through whatever I am going to cover tomorrow, you can come up with some multiple questions, I believe. So it will be good for both of us. I will be
Yes.
learning also from you guys. Whatever new you will be coming up, if I am not aware, I will be definitely trying to get those answer in the next session for you guys. So yeah, that way we can go ahead. Yeah, so fine. Okay. For now, everyone is able to reach here. Model building introduction in your own screen, or anyone is still struggling to reach here. First question. If all are good, then please let me know. If anyone is at least facing a difficulty, please let us know. This is just starting, so once you are good to go here, then there will not be any question. But yeah, if you are facing to reach here, then please let us know. Anyone? Or all are good?
We're good.
Okay, thanks for confirming.
Average so far. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Thanks. So, okay. So where I was ultimately, you can go through these things. Actually, we have only 5 minutes remaining, so you can, if you are already reached there, right? If you want for tomorrow, you can just go through some whatever whatever is possible from your side. At least this introduction part to get completed. It will not take time for me just to cover. For just whatever I have taken out, I will let you know right away in this So this already we understood like what we are going to cover, what we are going to understand in level 3 model building. So before you start level 3, these are prerequisite. You should be completed with your level 1, you should be completed with your level 2, and this is the project experience required, but that's fine if you are not having that, they are not going to track anywhere, but that's fine. You can proceed with your level 2, but this is like the requirement given from their side and a plan side, like you should have at least 9 to 12 months of project experience also. And proficiency in sum and lookup is required. So we discussed at least the basic part of it in starting of our session. And then this all we will discuss, no problem. Troubleshooting in import, there will be some task where you will be importing the data, might be you will be facing some issue, we will take that, no problem. So, and definitely if you are facing any problem, and till the next class, if you want to understand and identify like definitely what is the problem, how I can resolve it, there are a lot of resources are available which you can just follow and understand and get the solution in your own itself. Okay, so that resources I will let you know in the next slide. So
Yeah.
now
So
this
maybe
is
Kedar, of course, we'll continue this. Maybe few people already working on projects, as I mentioned earlier. So they have some challenges. Maybe they faced it.